Welcome back. All right, like you rightly said, Mr. Polui, that's a very pathetic clip. So let's talk about slave trade in Africa, the Nigerian perspective, you know, to all this.
Well, I will start by making this common saying in Nigeria: why go abroad? You know, why did you have to go abroad? What are you looking for?
Greener pastures.
Greener pastures. Is the land not green here? Why is the land not green in Nigeria? What are we looking for? You know, there are a lot of questions that actually before the brain because of the fact that successive governments in Nigeria have failed totally. You know, this is not about PDP, it's not about APC, it's about the fact that, you know, who are the people we have in power? You know, how do we define them? What character are they made of? How do they feel when they see pictures, like gory pictures of Nigerians, you know, being treated, human beings, you know, in this century? You know, I think, you know, in a normal situation, in a normal climate, somebody should have resigned by now. You know, I think it shows the fact that people at the helm of affairs in Nigeria are failures. You know, it's not about party now. It's about the characters that we have in government, and they have totally failed us. Because I cannot imagine a fellow Nigerian living the shores of Nigeria, go abroad, and then sold into slavery.
Yeah, going to Libya.
You know,
Libya for that matter.
I've been to Libya. I think I was en route. You know, and then of course it wasn't a pleasant experience for me. I think that year I took the Iberia line, Africa, you know, and I lost my bag. And
wow.
That showed me the fact that you know, that is not a good country. No matter what, no matter the oil prospect that they have, you know, and the kind of leadership they have.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a no-no. You know, and then of course we also need to look at these people going abroad. You know, like I said, what are they looking for? Is it money? You know, how can you leave Nigeria? Let me tell you, Libya is not actually their final destination.
Yeah, I know.
You're going
I know. But it's like a transit.
What are they looking for in Europe that we cannot make available here? You know, so our government, to me, should be held responsible. They are failures, and once again, they are failures.
All right.
Okay. Know that you could join the conversation via our social media handles. That's hashtag The Boards. On Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/Galaxy TV. And on Twitter, is at Galaxy TV. YouTube, you could just get to watch previous editions. That is Galaxy TV Nigeria. Now, the first boat was actually, first boat for 2018 actually sank. That was on Saturday. And so a lot of people that actually went through Libya down to Europe, of course they saw the videos and they still decided to still go that same way.
Exactly.
So like you said, that the government has actually failed us, and what is it that they want to go and do there in Europe? But you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what they are looking for. Yes.
I'm not going to totally agree with my Mr. Polui, and I'm not going to totally be the blame on government, because it's now that things are coming up. Things have been happening before, not now.
Yes, I agree.
Because like now, as the world evolves, you see new things comes in. So another thing is that the issue of moving to abroad is not today. It's just like it's now that crazy things are happening. Even in Nigeria here, people are enslaved.
Yes.
Apart from go abroad, people are enslaved in here. You see fact cases of somebody, excuse me?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, while we're talking about that, you know, I know what you're trying to describe is a case of human trafficking. It has now taken like another dimension into where people not only are they trafficked, they are now being sold into slavery. Continue.
So what I'm saying is that, you know, the government, even if the country is good, we see some people going abroad for maybe, because now I realize that the youth of today, they don't believe in working hard, small pay. They want to go to club, pop champagne, live on the fast lane. Because I remember that when I started journalism, they even pay me no money. I'm not even thinking of that kind of mind of going abroad, because if you even look at it, the amount you're going to spend, the stress before you even get to your final destination. If you now utilize that kind of money to start something, because I think is.
Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. Because going through Libya into Europe is not free.
It's not free.
You have to raise up to like, I think 400K or thereabout, you know, process your papers. If you can gather that amount of money, I'm thinking, can't you put that into a business here in Nigeria and make something of it?
Because people are not really creative. Because I remember my guy, when he started the song where he is now, he has really created different brands from his regional brand. That's why it worked, because when I started as a journalist, before I even quit the chief writing, I created some brand for my brand. You have to be a creativity. What are you looking for? Because it's so pathetic when I saw like 400 people coming back to Nigeria. So that means that you're talking about Libya. What about that country that you don't even know yet?
Well, you talk about 400,000 naira is enough to start a business, but what is the business environment here? Is it clement? You know, those are the issues we need to look at. You see, let me tell you one thing. The people going abroad, they are not going because of the fact that they know what they will find over there. They are going because they want to face life. They want to face the challenges of life. They seem to be tired there.
Okay.
You know, they are resigned to fate and failure here. They believe government is not helping. Okay, what are you enjoying from government? That's why I say it's about successive government in Nigeria. It's not an individual thing. So for us who have been able to carve a niche for ourselves here, we are doing so with our blood
sweat and tears.
You know,
yes.
You understand what I mean?
Very true.
So, you know, a lot of people cannot withstand that. We are not equal. We're not equal. Sometimes I have that urge to leave Nigeria and go and live abroad. I can, but I won't go that route. You understand? So millions of Nigeria have that in mind. So now you now have the opportunity. Somebody is telling you you can go to Europe through Libya. They will tell you somebody has been there, and you've been able to get a call from someone
from Ibrahim, who actually made it.
Who made it. So you look at, oh, why would that be different?
That's true.
But hey, that's where our government failed. Because there is a point of departure. Who are the people at that point of departure? We don't have security details there. What did they tell them?
It also tells.
How did they jump into the
It says a lot about our borders. You know, so porous.
Another thing that I think that really affecting
yes.
Nigeria is that we don't have a database. If you have a database, companies will be able to know who are they providing for. There's no database. I think it's not they want to introduce that. I think if you have a reliable database in Nigeria, where government know how many people live here or there.
Yeah.
Be able to like what they're going to cater for.
Okay.
So I know that the government, I think I used to call them unintelligent literates, because that's what people have been leading us. They have claimed to be literate, but they are not intelligent. They've been traveling home and abroad, see things that's happening there.
Why don't you put those things in place?
Okay.
Here.
All right. Now another thing again, it's peer pressure. Because that's something I get to see that's actually influenced a lot of youth.
Yes.
You get to see a lot of pictures, a lot of people that live abroad, and it's not easy. They tell you it's not easy, but you actually just want to apply that roof. So what's now the way forward with all laid blames? You're going to see parents even saying, pay people
Parents even, yes.
Through Libya.
So traffic their children, because that's what you're actually doing. You're trafficking.
It's more than the fact that the system has failed us.
It has. Humongously.
This man fails. Every day we face challenges here. But then, you know, you face it. You know, but those who cannot face it, who don't have the temerity, they have to move out. It's normal. You know, it's like an open border now, so to say. But you see, the dimension this trend is taking is what I don't like. Why should you put people into slavery? You know, why sell them? Some of them are hacked to death. We've seen a couple of heinous, gory pictures of Nigerians, you know, in Malaysia, in some other Asian countries. They are hacked to death.
Let's not forget that even those that are not killed, some of them, their organs are being harvested. You know, a lot of them go through a lot of things. Yeah.
So you see, we need a lot of education, information. We parents need to tell their children. You know, some of these children, their parents are not in the know of their attempt, of their efforts to travel out. You know, just like that, I've been looking for BC or Ngozi for the past 3 weeks. Where did she go to? You can't find them. Some of them, they get successful, they will now call maybe 3 months after. Mommy, I'm
What's he travel?
You know, young boy,
wow.
all sorts, you know. They say, Mom, just pray for me. You know, so those cases of success, you know, travel fast to many of those who are trapped in this.
Okay. All right, because of time, let's move it along. I'm excited about the fact that at least the government of the day is doing something about it. I mean, evacuating Nigerians who are, stuck in Libya, and we're expecting that about 5,700 more Nigerians will make a return.
Just last week, I think a channel in Nigeria also, dealt of that story, and of course, I think it was TVC. They showed a Nigerian guy and his girlfriend, and they ended up, they are getting married anyway, But the guy made us understand that there are some Nigerians that are not willing to come back.
Of course, there was actually someone, there was one returnee from those states. Now the governor said he was going to give him money, and the guy said no, because he actually makes money.